Guys, I know the last time y'all saw me on here, I had a head full of instant locks, and I just knew that that was the journey I wanted to be on, and that I was in it for life, and there was nothing that was going to change that. And yet here we are, right back. Hey friends, so y'all want to know what's been keeping me extra busy these past couple of months, both in and out of my stomach? I want to show y'all my little baby. Say hi, mamas. Say hello. This is my baby, y'all. My little baby. She's 6 weeks old now. Currently on maternity leave as we speak, so I haven't had to report to work. And I'm telling you, the time is just flying, but overall it's been great. Like, I get to be home with my baby. Her name is Alira, and I spelled it with 2 A's, so it's A-A-L-I-R-A. Alira Hazel. And I just love her like 2 pieces. That middle name, the story behind it is hilarious. I'll get into that another day, but I originally wanted to go with the middle name Sky. So her name was going to be Alira Sky. And throughout my entire pregnancy, that's what I was calling her. That's what I was telling people her name was going to be. But in the end, we decided to go with Hazel. So, and it just fits her so perfectly. And when I look into her little eyes, I know some babies' eye color change. Like, they don't always stay light. But she has like a tint of hazel in her little brown eyes. It's just like that middle name couldn't have been any more perfect. Whether or not her eyes change, who knows, but Alira Hazel it is. For postpartum is definitely a journey in itself, and I feel like it's different every time. This is my 3rd baby. I have a 14-year-old, I have a 5-year-old now, I have a 6-week-old, and each go round, I mean, there were a lot of similarities, but each time was different, you know. This particular baby I had to have a C-section with. Well, I didn't have to, but I opted after being in labor for 24 hours and them trying to induce me and it taking forever. And when it came time to it, I think I got to 8 centimeters and I just told them, like, I'm done. I give up. Just take this baby out of me. I signed the paperwork. They were like, are you sure? Are you sure? We can do some practice pushes right now. I tried maybe 2 practice pushes and I just thought about it and I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. I've been laying up here in all this pain, all these hours. Take this baby out of me now. That's my 2nd C-section. I had a C-section with my 1st son as well. And then with my 2nd daughter, I was able to do a successful VBAC where I was able to push her out after having a C-section. I was also in 23 hours of labor. Like, all pregnancies and deliveries are literally just unexpected. Like, you just have to expect the unexpected. You could do all the planning in the world. You could have the legit birth plan splattered. You could have it stuck to your forehead. And you got to count on at least something going wrong or just not going as planned. Always plan for the unexpected, right? I'm glad that I had my hospital bag prepared, and I'm also glad that, you know, overall it was a smooth process. Healing for me has been exceptional, and I just credit that to my support system. Like, I thank God for my daughter's father. He has really been holding it down. Like, I can't even lie to y'all. I mean, I haven't had to make breakfast for myself since I've been home. Like, anything I need from the market or whatever, when he's out, he comes home with it. Like, no questions asked. Like, that's just everything to me. Like, I couldn't be more grateful. My mom, she's definitely always here, willing and ready. Like, if my mother could have been in the room with me while I was delivering this baby, trust me, she would have been there. Probably trying to help the doctors out like she was doing before, putting gloves on and stuff, like she was going to be the one pulling the baby out. But my mother is jokes. Even my children, y'all, my kids have also been very supportive. Like, so with all the support that I have around the house, I've been able to heal quickly, y'all. Like, I mean, in 1, 2, 3. This is week 6, and I'm walking around here like as if nothing never happened. Like, you can't even tell I had surgery just a couple of weeks ago. I probably am not fully healed 100% on the inside, but the outside healed. I feel great. I'm looking great. Well, I dropped over 35 pounds in a matter of 6 weeks. Like, that's definitely a plus. Like, I'm getting back to me, you know. Slowly but surely, I am getting back to me. I'm grateful that I don't have to rush back to work. That's also another plus. I've been strictly breastfeeding this baby since I brought her home. I actually breastfed all 3 of my children. My son being the longest so far. I breastfed him for 18 months. And with him, it was different because back then I didn't have to work. And I solely was home with him, taking care of him. So it was easier for me to just go ahead and breastfeed him throughout. He literally went from breast to sippy cup. Like, we skipped the bottle phase completely. I gave him a bottle here and there. He didn't want it. So yeah, formula was out the question. He was not going for that. He didn't even take a pacifier. That's the funny part. And this baby, she takes it here and there, but she doesn't really like pacifiers like that. With my daughter, I breastfed her for, I want to say 3.5 to 4 months. And then I knew I was going back to work. So with her, I just decided, like, I'm going to wean her off the breast and, you know, transition into formula because I'm going to be going back to work and want to have to be, you know, juggling work and trying to pump and breastfeed in between and all of that. I just was not looking forward to that. So I stopped breastfeeding her within that 4-month range, and we transitioned to formula with her. And then by the time she reached 1 year old, her dad decided that, you know, at 1, I believe it's 1, they start drinking cow's milk. Her father was not going for that. He did not want her drinking cow's milk. So what we started giving her was almond milk instead. The vanilla flavored one. And we gave her that throughout. And she was perfectly fine. You know, you do what works, right? With this particular baby, I don't know how it's going to go yet. Breastfeeding this go round, each time was different too, you know. Just like each pregnancy is different, each experience afterwards will most likely be, you know, different as well. I know when I first got home, I started producing so much milk, y'all. Like, it was ridiculous how much milk I was pumping out at a time. And keyword, pumping. Because the baby can only drink but so much. Like, literally, a baby's stomach is what? The size of their fist. So I literally had to pump out. Thank God I had ordered a manual pump. So, okay, let me backtrack. So while I was in the hospital, I had met with the breastfeeding consultant, and she came down and she was giving me pointers and trying to refresh my memory on how to do it. And you know me, I'm in there talking crap like, oh, this is my 3rd baby. I know what I'm doing. Da, da, da. But thank God for her, because I actually ended up needing her help. And it panned out. And then she mentioned that she could order me a breast pump and have it delivered to my home by the time I get there if I was to produce my medical card. So I gave her my insurance card, and sure enough, when I got home, the pump was there waiting for me, right? So there's that. But I found it to be easier using my handheld manual pump That's not the electrical one that they ordered me. I literally just take it. It's made by Modella, and I just squeeze it and express my milk that way. It's faster, it's easier, it gets straight to the point. And let me tell you, that manual breast pump came in handy so much. To this day, I still have not even plugged in my electrical one. Thank God it was free, because if I would have had to pay for that, which some things are expensive, what the hell? But if I would have had to pay for it, it would have been a waste, because I have not used it. The manual pump did the job for me. I expressed so much milk my first week home. I literally had tubes of milk in my freaking freezer. That's how much I was able to express, like a lot. I wish I would have took a picture to show you. I've used a lot of them since, but I wish I could have took a picture to show y'all how much milk I was producing. Like, I could have fed quadruplets. That's how much milk my breasts were producing, to the point where I was so uncomfortable. Like, and I was just thinking to myself, like, if this how this gonna go, I'm just gonna stop completely and let this milk dry up and just, you know, bottle feed my baby. But, well, formally feed my baby. But thank God my breasts and her are now in sync, so they only produce as much as I need for her. Like, it's almost like they know how much to produce for her. Shout out to the body. The body is an amazing thing, you know. Yeah, so I no longer have the discomfort with that. I've been using a lot of nipple cream. That is a must. I highly recommend, if you're breastfeeding, get you some lanolin cream. The one I have is this one by Modella. Can you see it? I'm sorry, y'all. My camera is like blurred out. I need to get more lenses for my camera and take this more serious, right? But yeah, I've been, shout out to the lanolin. I'm calling it lanolin cream because that's literally what it is. And different companies make it, so you don't have to get this particular brand. But I highly suggest, if you are breastfeeding, that you get you some nipple cream, because your breast will crack, especially in the beginning when your baby first starts and your breasts are trying to get used to having this constant suction and pulling motion going on. They tear and it's painful, but this stuff really makes it a lot easier. Of course, you know, nipple pads definitely come in handy, but I would not recommend getting the biggest box you can find. I make that mistake every time. Literally all 3 times I went and got the big box of nipple pads, and literally after like the first 2 to 3 weeks, I don't even use them anymore. So I would be left with a million nipple pads, and for what? I wish I knew somebody now that I could give them away to, because I don't need them. They suggest that you continue your prenatal vitamins while you're breastfeeding. I try to take them when I can remember, but 9 times out of 10, I be forgetting, y'all. I definitely did not forget to take them while I was pregnant, but let me show y'all. But now I'm not pregnant anymore. I do not be thinking about these pills, y'all. But the ones that I was taking while I was pregnant is the Nature Made prenatal. And it has, you know, the folic acid and the brain and eye development and the nervous system. Blah, blah, blah. Take your prenatals when you're pregnant. And like I said, they recommend that you do it after you have the baby too. I mean, what can it hurt, right? But I don't be remembering. So I do it when I can. It's literally like maybe 2 or 3 left in here. So as you can see, I really did take them faithfully. This was my second bottle. So throughout the pregnancy, I had completed 1, and this is bottle 2, and I have literally like 2 to 3 pills left in there. So I took them. Drink plenty of water, y'all. I highly suggest drink plenty of water, because you're gonna need it. You're constantly feeding your baby, you're draining your fluids, you know, the body gets exhausted, and you want to help with your milk flow. You want to keep everything flowing, you know, in the body. So drink plenty of water. And that's really my advice with that. In terms of latching, I haven't had any difficulties with any of my children, so I can't really touch too much on that. Like, it kind of just came natural for all three of my kids, the breastfeeding. Oh, I ordered some nipple shields at one point. But again, that's another thing that I probably use twice and I don't even use anymore. I ordered some nipple shields from Amazon. I'll link them down below. I'm not going to get them because I don't even know what I did with them things. Literally used them twice. Didn't use them ever again. So is it a must? No. But if you want to protect your nipples and keep them from cracking and whatever, then get you some nipple shields. Although I don't bottle feed the baby that much, I do have bottles. I use the Tommy Tippy ones with her because they claim that they're similar to the breast, the nipple part. It's like the like breastfeeding basically, so it comes natural to the baby to be able to drink from that type of bottle. I use those bottles with my daughter, so those were naturally my go-to bottle with the baby, and she drinks from it just fine whenever I have to feed her from the bottle. So I went ahead and ordered my own, and the nipple size is the 0 to 3 months. These are by Philips, the Event brand. I used to use Event bottles with my son. Then ended up having my second daughter, and she was not going for that. She did not like those bottles at all. But yeah, my third child does not want no parts of a pacifier. You hear me? Like, I literally try to force it sometimes just to kind of soothe her. And if I hold it there, she'll start to suck on it. But 9 times out of 10, she just spit it right out. And that's that. My second daughter, she was a pacifier baby. You hear me? As a matter of fact, I think I ended up having to throw her pacifier away and stop buying more to get her to stop. But this particular baby, she ain't going for it. I got these from Itsy Ritzy, ordered them thinking, oh, I gotta be prepared for my baby. She don't even like pacifiers. And then I got the clip holders too. I just love the fact that they're like silicone like and they bend and whatever. But yeah, baby don't even like pacifiers. That's why they tell you don't go too crazy with baby supplies and things of that nature. Kind of go along with the growth of your child. Like, learn your baby first and then splurge. Me, I just had to make sure I was prepared. So I got mad stuff like on my own before my baby was even born. And do I regret it? No, because 90% of the stuff I got was a hit. Some of the stuff was a miss, but 90% of the stuff, no, I want to say 98% of the stuff that I got. Alright, y'all, so I'm not about to make this a whole baby production. I just get so excited when I'm talking about the baby and all the baby things. But let me know if y'all want like a separate like baby video with like product reviews and things that I got that I don't really like, and the things that I do like and need, because I'll be more than happy to make a video like that. I have like I said, postpartum has been a journey, a great one at that. I'm happy to get back in front of this camera. Hopefully this is something a hobby that I could keep up, you know, and keep getting better and better with. And yeah, hopefully I can share more with you guys when the time comes. It's just life happens and it takes its course, and before you know it, yeah, take care guys. Bye.